It's a beautiful spring day. It's almost 80 degrees. It's been a day at work. Let's blow off some steam. Let's blade. So why am I making this video? Well, this is something that inspires me, and this was the first step I took in doing the opposite of something that scared me in a long time. It's just a step I learned in DBT class, and just towards being more positive. Your mind is going to, your behavior and thoughts are going to be influenced by what you feed it. And I remember how much joy rollerblading used to bring. I've had a lot of people ask me about this, say they want to do it and they're afraid to try it. And I'm not going to get up here telling you, dude, just go do it, it's the easiest thing, because it scared me the first time. The hardest part was getting up and then having that first fall. The key is that you've got to be smart about it. You've got to give yourself some support. It's just like a baby learning to crawl. You're not going to be able to rollerblade fast or from the get-go for long periods of time until you start small. So I'm going to show you what I did. Some people go into this with no protection at all. That's the first thing you need. I don't have my dad's walker, and I'm not going to show you that, but I'll explain what I did. I don't have my helmet on, but first thing I did was I went and bought pads and a helmet. I'll be putting that on after I am finished with this. Got some knee protectors, got some wrist protectors here, elbow pads, my helmet's in my bag. I'm gonna put those on. If you do decide to try it with a walker, set it up here. And then I didn't try to stand on my own at first. I got down on the ground like this, and I crawled over to this, and I pulled myself up just a little at a time, starting into a lunge, and then just using my arms to pull myself up. And I'll show you how to do that. And then from there, I had the walker available, and I just went this whole thing, staying off to where the guardrail was, taking as many breaks as I needed. And I just kept doing that until I built stability. Within a few days, I was able to do it without the walker. Let's go get going. Gonna have a taco. It's Taco Tuesday. Gonna do some homework, do some blading. It's a really nice day today, and days like this remind me of what's good in the world. We're gonna have a really hot summer with this El Nino stuff, or El Nino, whichever it is, but the spring's been kind of a blessing. We get to go out and enjoy beautiful days like this. I started to come here. We came here once on a route, and I just remember last year being really bad and depressing. Yeah, and I just was taken aback by how beautiful this park was. And it just became a refuge for me. And it started to become a place of healing. I started to realize that you've got to feed your mind positive things. It started with coming here to rollerblade, curiosity. I just decided one day to take myself out like I was 8 years old and have fun. I took my dad's walker, knowing I could not get up on rollerblades, bought a bunch of pads and a helmet, and I came out here and I gave it a try. I looked absolutely ridiculous, but that was the most fun I had had in years. Started making a habit of doing this a couple times a week and coming here to journal by the little river thing that's here. Little by little, I started to see the beauty of the world again. started to learn to have fun. Started to learn that you have to invest time in yourself. You have to invest time in fun, and you've got to invest time in positive things in your mind and in your body. And that started to change my attitude little by little, and I just started to process everything from the last several years. Man, I started to have gratitude. Started to find myself here. I know this is getting kind of heavy, but I just really appreciate what this place has done. And coming here on days like this when you can enjoy the flowers and the sunshine and the slight breeze, those are things that give me peace. Started to realize I've got to invest back into God as well.
Do you need to go potty before we go over there? Okay, hold on, wait for me.
Pull over here a lot to read, pull over here a lot to meditate and pray. It's a beautiful place. Last year, my coworkers started to invest a little bit in me, and I started to come back, and then I started to understand that I needed to invest back into God and feed my soul. Part of that is physical activity and just enjoying what's beautiful around. I don't know. I just appreciate it. Well, let's go do some blading. I've got one blade on. When you're doing this the first time, you're going to get a lot of rubbing. I'm going to recommend tall socks, even some leg warmers. I forgot those today. I do feel a little self-conscious filming this video with the helmet on. I don't like the way these things look. So part of this video is to get over that, doing the opposite action. One thing that this has really been helpful with outside of the physical exercise is getting my mind focused from being preoccupied on other things and boosting moods. I only come here, so I come here to practice a skill called One Mindfulness, which is just doing one thing at a time, focusing on the experience, the wind at my back, the way my balance feels, the calmness in my head. It does help to have some music on. That's technically not being one mindful, but it does kind of help to calm the brain and just get you into the rhythm of things. There's nobody really here right now on the thing. I always approach this with other people, so not putting in headphones and just keeping the music soft if I'm playing it. Obviously I'm filming a video, so that's not exactly being one mindful. I stay off to the right because I tend to rollerblade slower, and I'm mindful of families and children around. There's always people on here with bikes. I had to resume this on my tablet because my phone ran out of recording space. I don't come here when there are people that are crowding the place, just so I can be able to skate without falling and hurting myself or other people. I'm going to try to film this with this tablet and see how well it goes. I'm going to go around the thing once. We're going to try it. This is not for showing off. This is just to show you how. It's easier than I thought it was, and I'm glad I did it. But it's definitely not as easy as it comes across. I feel really weird filming. I like to be mindful of other people's privacy as well as my own. So when I go around, I am mindful of my energy levels. If you do this a couple hours before bed, you may not sleep as well. And I'm also jogging now during the day and doing yoga and an exercise bike. So I will be keeping it shorter today simply because of the time and the fact that I've already done a lot for the day. So let's get started. Keep your stretching in mind and your balance, coordination, and your muscles. You might be a little sore. I think I'm gonna let myself fall. Oh yeah, stopping. These things have a brake, but I don't know how to use it well. I find it easier to just slow down, stop. Don't hit this fast. Just roll gently, grab the rail, and walk yourself over to the bench and get on your hands and knees and pull your butt up to that chair. The kneeling down part is similar. Put all your weight on the railing, put one knee down, and just gently lift your knees down, crawl. And you should never go over bumps like this. It can make you lose your balance. Kids can do it, but us middle-aged people, we got hip issues and stuff in our future. So then I just pull myself up the same way. So yeah, that's blading, guys. I made this video just, help somebody else get out of their comfort zone. I'm not preaching. It's just I've learned in life, yes, you want to be comfortable, you want to be safe, but life is worth living, and one way you build a life worth living is to slightly get out of that comfort zone within reason. I'm gonna go finish my blading, go around a couple more times. Enjoy the night. Take care. So guys, some reflections. Rollerblading's kind of like life. You just gotta roll with it and move forward. Pick up your feet a little bit at a time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, and gently roll forward. The thing is you can fall, and as long as you have that cushion and some inspiration, Fearless Motivation, great band, you can build a life worth living. You can build a life worth living and accumulate positives every day. God's made us all resilient. I believe that. Take care.